Welcome to MMA Submission Source, where the fight never ends. Don't waste any time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all the latest news. Today, we're here to bring you two fresh news roundup from the world of fighting. The first news talks about Dustin Poirier has acknowledged that his upcoming showdown with Benoit St. Denis at UFC 299 might mark the end of his fighting career. Set to face off at UFC 299, Dustin Poirier and Benoit St. Denis are gearing up for what promises to be a significant moment in their respective careers. For St. Denis, it's an opportunity to test his mettle against one of the lightweight division's most esteemed fighters, while Poirier aims to defend his reputation as a seasoned veteran. This matchup is generating considerable anticipation, with many speculating about its potential to deliver an exhilarating fight of the night performance. Looking ahead, Poirier expressed his motivations for taking on St. Denis. "I want to challenge myself and see if I've still got what it takes," Poirier revealed to TMZ Sports. "This guy is young, hungry, riding a hot streak, and he's finished his last 5 opponents. That makes me nervous, so I want to throw myself into the mix. That's where I thrive, and those are the opponents I want to face, fighters who leave everything in the cage, display grit, and fight for the finish. That's the kind of bout I want to engage in." Poirier concluded with a reflection on the uncertainty of his fighting future. "Every fight could be my last," he emphasized. "At 35 years old, entering my 30th UFC bout, I'm aware that each fight holds that possibility." What are your thoughts on Dustin Poirier's mindset going into this fight? Do you believe this could truly be Poirier's last bout, or do you expect him to continue fighting beyond UFC 299? Who you think will win in the UFC 299, Poirier or St. Denis? Write your opinion in the comments, and let's move on to the second news. Jake Paul shares his sympathy for former UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland, shedding light on what he perceives as Strickland's struggles. In recent interactions, Jake Paul and Sean Strickland have engaged in a bit of back-and-forth banter, hinting at a potential clash between the boxer and UFC fighter. Despite the verbal sparring, no concrete plans for a showdown have materialized thus far. While Jake Paul gears up for his next bout against Ryan Borland as part of his ongoing quest for a world title, Sean Strickland is expected to return to the octagon following his loss of the UFC middleweight title to Dricus du Plessis earlier this year. During a recent appearance on a podcast, Jake Paul offered his perspective on Sean Strickland's situation. Expressing concern for Strickland's well-being, Paul remarked, "It seems like the guy is going through some sort of quarter-life crisis." Reflecting on their past exchanges, Paul revealed, "I've reached out to him via DMs, offering to spar for $1 million. But suddenly, he backed out, citing potential legal issues with the UFC. However, he recently sparred Sneeko without any hesitation. It's puzzling that his UFC contract doesn't explicitly prohibit sparring." Acknowledging his disagreements with UFC President Dana White, Paul highlighted a point of agreement. Even Dana himself has expressed concerns about Sean Strickland's behavior. "I genuinely feel sorry for him," Paul said. "I perceive him as a deeply insecure individual, lost and striving to portray himself as an alpha male. It's evident that he's grappling with inner turmoil and relying on a facade of toughness to cope. Perhaps what he truly needs is a compassionate embrace." What are your thoughts on Jake Paul's observations regarding Sean Strickland? Do you believe Strickland's behavior reflects an underlying sense of insecurity? How do you interpret the dynamic between Paul and Strickland, and do you anticipate a potential showdown between them in the future? This is the MMA Submission Source channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest news in the world of fighting. On the screen, our latest news video and the playlist, The History of the Kings of Fights, are displayed. Click on it and watch. You'll enjoy it. Until next time, champ, and keep your guard up.